There, YouTube. This implement of destruction you see before you is the Jackson Pulverizer. It's also sold under the name Ames Razorback. It goes for around $30 to $35 on Amazon. And this is a demolition hammer. Alright, let me just show you. There, you see that's the strike face. I mean, this thing is built extremely tough. Now, if you want to see this in action, just check out my initial testing video where this thing took care of a cinder block. Alright, but for this video, I'm just going to go through the different features of this item. Alright, but these are made in Taiwan, by the way. Alright, first let me give you a little size comparison. Alright, here is the pulverizer next to it's a carpenter's hatchet. I figure a lot of people probably have a carpenter's hatchet. And as you can see, the hatchet is about maybe an inch or two longer. The pulverizer is basically about 13 inches, measuring from way down there to the top. That's about 13 inches. Alright, so that should give you a good idea. It is a very compact tool. One of the big differences, the pulverizer weighs 3.5 pounds. It weighs a lot more than this hatchet. And if you want to see this hatchet, maybe I'll do some testing and review. This is a pretty sturdy hatchet by itself. But yeah, the pulverizer weighs far more than this hatchet. Because people will say, hey, why do you need a demo hammer? Why don't you just use any sort of regular hammer? I've tested regular hammers against cinder blocks, and let me tell you, the pulverizer, just because of its extra weight, it hits a lot harder than a regular hammer, okay? So if you want to have to use a lot more work, then use a regular hammer. But if you want to make it easy on yourself, the pulverizer, definitely superior tool for that job. Well, let's just go through the features quick. First of all, this is obviously, it's just a solid friggin' piece of steel, and it is heat treated steel. Now the handle, this handle material, it's a shock absorber, okay, so you don't transfer as much, basically it doesn't hurt as much when you smash this into concrete, stuff like that. This is the strike face right here. Right, and here you see the claw end. It is it can be used as a nail puller and also as a pry bar. And I found you can also smash with this end. Part of the cinder block destruction, I was just smashing with the claw part. It was very effective. All right, now down here you have a 2-inch scraper, and that's what they call it. And also another nail puller. Could be used as a pry bar also. You see the shape of that, alright? You could pry with that. They call it a scraper. Now this triangular section here, they say that's for basically ripping through drywall. Okay, you get it started, and then just the weight of this, you can cut through drywall with that part right there. Alright, now this cutout right here, that's another kind of demolition tool. If there's any sort of, let's say, wooden dowel, or basically anything that can fit through there, like a I don't know, a piece of wood or even a thin piece of metal, you can basically fit it through there and then yank on it, okay, and brace it against something. So it's just another little demolition tool there. Alright, now I know people are going to ask this question, so I might as well cover it. I do have a channel mostly devoted to reviewing different cutlery and collectible weapons, hand weapons. Alright, so you might be wondering, what about the weapon potential of this item? Some people, say the anti-zombie applications, just to keep it more politically correct. Alright, make it all theoretical. Well, I have to say, as heavy as this thing is, you're not going to be doing any fast strikes with it. I mean, it's not the most maneuverable weapon at all. But having said that, You know, if you did manage to get a strike in, I mean, this thing would just, you know, this is a finishing, I don't know, this is like an executioner's weapon or something. I mean, it hits so hard that, you know, let's just keep this theoretical. Let's say a wild animal attacked you, okay? One hit from this on the skull of the wild animal, I mean, that skull is gonna crack. I mean, it's just over. And this claw part, I mean, the claw part would be even deadlier than the hammer face, because that would just, again, let's just say a wild animal attacks you, okay? I mean, that claw would go right through the skull, through the brain, you know, that, like, it would basically be that deep. I mean, it would be in their neck, dude. So, yeah, it's not like a fast weapon, but if you could hit your zombie with this, it's just going to be over. You know, my final verdict on this tool, it's an excellent tool. I mean, you can sometimes get this even for a little less than $30. I mean, for that price, it's an excellent tool, very handy, a hell of a lot easier for demolition than just trying to use, you know, a regular hammer that wasn't meant for demolition. And the pry bar parts, the scraper, it's just very useful. It's really a multi-tool. Alright, so overall, an excellent demolition tool for the price. Would be great for just homeowners too. If you live, you know, areas where there's tornadoes and stuff, you might have to clear debris in emergency. Be excellent. Would be excellent to keep in a truck. And as a last ditch, you know, defensive or offensive item, you know, I think Conan the Barbarian would have been happy to have one of these on his side. All right, YouTube. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for many more. I'm out.